Yeah, like I definitely have like I have a fear of heights. I've definitely always had that, but it's good because that kind of helps me. It doesn't help me get over it, but it like kind of like rationalizes height for my brain. Like it's like you're kind of doing it slowly, so you're slowly getting higher and higher and higher, and then I still get kind of like nervous when I'm up there and stuff, but I like jumping off too. It's fun. It's fun. Like I love the free climb ones where you can just fucking hop off afterwards.
The bouldering walls.
Yeah, because you're worst case scenario, you land shitty, but like on a mat, so it's not gonna be that bad, unless you like literally break like your arm just by being a fucking idiot, like. Like you jump off, but you're completely sideways, and then you just don't do anything with your arms. You leave them out straight, and then you just like land on it and snap that backwards. That would be the worst possible thing. But other than that, you can't really get hurt doing it. Like, just like smash your head off a mat.
You got to try the shoes. The ones that they had for rentals were not good because they had like plastic bottoms, and I was like, that doesn't seem right. And then I remembered back to it. I rented shoes at a place like 5-6 years ago, and they had like rubber soles. I remember that now, and it wasn't that weird, right? The climbing shoes,
yeah,
because they have those like slope to the toes, and it does have to be like super firm.
Mm-hmm. That definitely helps too. Like
those were not helping the ones that I rented.
Oh no. No, like having a good pair of like rock climbing, or even like if you had like hiking type shoes on, like that, I think that would make it better too. Like going from, because the first time I had my like Adidas on, but like they're not meant for that shit, so they were kind of loose. Having Vans on the next time was like way better. So, and then that's kind of like progressing to like that type of shoe that's like really tight on your foot and has like a decent amount of like grip.
Things can be accidentally really good at something they're not intended for.
Yeah.
So like Vans could accidentally make a really good climbing shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I had this pair of G units in high school, and
G Unit made shoes?
G Unit made shoes. Yeah, they were like really big for like 3 weeks in 2005 maybe.
Yeah.
And they were half off at Sport Check, and I was like, yo, this is like accidentally the perfect tennis shoe. And I was really into tennis at the time, and I didn't have a lot of money, so I'm like, I'm going for the G Units. And everyone in the halls would be like, G Unit at me, like it's like, and I wasn't really even, I don't think I even made like the 50 cent G Unit connection. I was just like, this is like, I don't know, but
it's just a shoe.
I fondly remember those shoes because they're one of the most comfortable pairs of shoes I ever had in my life. But
you just like go
also
on
got
eBay
me
and
yelled
try
at
and find like
constantly.
Find a pair, go on eBay, see somebody that's selling them for like an absorbent amount of money because they're like very rare or something like that.
People do that.
Yeah, that's funny.
When do you think the shoe market bubble is going to burst?
I don't think it ever will.
I mean, you're always going to, until people stop walking.
Yeah, pretty much, right?
Yeah, once we realize
but even if like
hoverboards,
even if humans
those are the new shoes.
Even if humans like advance to the point where like they were like living in like a mech suit, let's say, they'd still want like dope shoes on the mech.
On the you know. So it can only go up because
like
this is a good point.
Adidas and Nike sells like robot shoes for like fucking like $10,000 a pair or something like that. Like, and they're just like different attachments for your robot as like a white privileged human, like fucking just like so rich. You're like
get basketball jerseys for them too and stuff.
Future robot.
So you're playing like space basketball in Gundam suits, just like
or like in like a mega bouncy castle type thing. That would be fucked.
Oh yeah.
But like you're like as a person you're secure in the thing. So like your thing can crash and you'll be good.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
a friend of mine shattered his leg in one of those bubble ball.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, I did that one time. I did that one time for like a work party or something, like a summer party.
Doesn't it get intense?
It's fucking intense, and like we played in this fucking like this backyard of like kind of like a club, and like it was midday because it was a work party, so you're getting like direct sunlight, no breeze. You're literally like cooking inside the fucking
in
thing.
this like rubber.
Yeah, and like straight sunlight, and like it. After like 5 minutes, it was fucking exhausting. Like you're like, and you have like the sweat of the last person in there too, and it's just like, ugh, fucking gross. Yeah, but that being said, it was super fun. Like, I love shit like that. I love fucking like those kind of games and stuff like that. I actually like doing that.
Did people? Because that was a work thing, right?
Yeah.
So people were holding back a bit, right?
Well, no, but some people, like, yeah, some people, but like, there's like a lot of. There's like a lot of like younger dudes at the company too, so it's like they're kind of like aggressive. Yeah, there's kind of like guys who are into sports and shit, so they're more like yeah, fucking let's go kind of shit.
Did anyone get flipped?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh really?
Yeah, people were like taking hits. Like it was fun though.
Yeah, so I guess if your legs are sticking out of it while you get tossed.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
it's so funny because I mean it's not funny because it was a lot of pain for him, but it was something that like it just seems like the thing you would do for like safety,
right?
All around the world, it's like, oh, if I could, you could think of someone with like really like a caretaker's instinct. They're like, I want to just put a bubble around everything in the world so everyone's just in their own bubble. And then you're like, fucking sweet, we're in these bubbles, and you smash into each other, and you just have more fun trying harder to fuck each other up.
Yeah. Dude, how fucking sick would that be? Oh my god. I hope I get to live to that point. Like, I'm like 80 and they make that shit. And even as an 80-year-old, I'm safe in it. And I'm just fucking around. Like, just like when you're getting older and starting to like lose your brain, you're still getting to play mechs with like the kids. They just you're like, toss me. I don't give a fuck anymore. Fucking.
I don't give a fuck. Universal healthcare covered my metal bones.
I got adamantium steel bones.
I'm in constant pain, but I'm indestructible.
Yeah. It still hurts. They didn't figure out a way to make it not hurt anymore. Like, you're still old and like crippled.
Can't die. A single tear rolls down his eye, but he's still smiling.
They're just like, they're interviewing the guy on the news in the suit, and he's like, let me out.
The robot is just programmed to be having a killer time. I'm not even controlling this thing, man. And everyone's just like, I want to buy a mech suit, bro.
Yeah.
I'm going to work my whole life so that when I'm old, I can buy a mech suit. But it's really like the Matrix. They just power the grid off of the old guy's blood.
Dude, kids went like it's like a part of like, it's like a part of capitalism. Like kids get the suits when they're like 12 and they're like, Mom, Dad, I want a mech suit. I can't. Mom and Dad told me I'm getting a mech suit when I'm 12, and I'm looking forward to it. Like,
I don't know. Jimmy's been asking for a mech suit, and he says the other kids in his class also have them. But I was 21 when I got my first mech suit. I don't know. I don't like the way it distracts us from our families. Everyone's just playing space basketball.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I just really think it's aggressive. You know, it's like we shouldn't be that competitive as a species. You know, we gotta not be fighting in our mech suits.
Chilton. Ben Stiltoner.
Yeah, Berg.
Crosby, Stilton, and Nash. Sometimes young. Put the mic up to his belly. Can we pick up some purr? Don't pat his head, rub his back. Touching his head makes him nervous. Yeah, see? That was probably a bad idea, cranking that gain. Wait, which one's you? 2? Quality programming. Brought to you by Toe Beans.
Can you hear it?
Stilton's Toe Beans. Nah, I can't hear him purring. We have a mic pushed up to Stilton's belly, and he's purring. Is he purring? Maybe you just got to get him purring. Nah, he's in dreamland. It looks like he likes the mic on him, though.
Yeah. Sorry, bud. He did look like that.
If you like build a little fort around him, he loves that. You just he just starts purring so much. Yeah, you good, buddy. Quality programming.
Yes.
Brought to you by Toe Beans.
That's a hiking shoe company that we're making. Toby.
Dude, yes! Like the
We just figured it out. guys.
trademark.
Hey, we're done with this fucking podcast. We're making toe beans now.
That means too bad. My idea.
Yeah.
Trademark. TM. Wait,
TM.
I guess it means trademark.
Too bad my idea. That's what TM stands for. Instead of trademark.
Yeah.
That's what they change. Like people in the future or some shit. Like they're like, I don't want to say trademark anymore. I want to say too bad my idea.
Yeah, it stands for this now. Just like when people first started saying biopic,
Yeah.
but it's like I remember when like E! News or whatever combined the words biography and picture, biographic picture, and everyone would say biopic. And then a few years ago, people started saying biopic.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like catching on. And everyone seems to be acting like that's the right way to say it. But how can it be the right way when they switched it? When was that official?
Biopic does sound cool though. Like it sounds like sciencey.
People, how do you feel about
Biopic literally sounds like that's what it is, and then biopic makes it sound like it's some like documentary fucking.
How about saxophonist? How do you feel about that?
What is that?
A saxophonist.
No,
But the
I don't
right
think
way
I
to
like
say
it.
it is
Can you say it again?
saxophonist.
Saxophonist.
That is famous saxophonist. That is tenor saxophonist John Coltrane.
Saxophonist.
Saxophonist.
Taxophonist.
Saxophonist.
Taxophonist.
Saxophonist. One takes your money, the other improvises over the blues. And once they take your money, then you're gonna play the blues. Taxophonist. Saxophonist. Taxophonist. Saxophonist.
And we're back with more. More quality programming from the Michael A.M. Radio
Quality
Show.
programming brought to you by
Please be-
Toe Beans.
Please be sure to subscribe online on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel, where we'll be posting
content
and clips from the
juicy
show,
content.
and content from the show for the show. Brought to you by Toe Beans.
Thom Yorke, yo.
Oh, that was good. That was a great show.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
We
Dude.
both went to that. Not together. We didn't even know.
No, I just saw it online. I'm like, oh shit, he's here. Good.
I like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Because then I'm like, I know that he's experiencing this, but not with me. But like,
It feels like you're still hanging out.
yeah, kind of does.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. That was a really good show. It was actually probably one of the better shows I've seen at the Scotiabank Arena. Like, in terms of sound and stuff, it sounded good to me.
It sounded good. It was one of my favorite concert environments,
Yeah.
I think, of all time, but I like to sit down. I don't feel the need to get, although
That
I could have seen Dancing Along with him.
Yeah.
He just feels it in his
Well,
bones.
dude, the lights on the crowd looked awesome. Like, they really had that down where they had this, like, they always had like a low light that like went out like straight on the crowd. So if you were out watching a bit, like, you guys were in seats, right?
Yeah.
It just looked
We
cool
were, like,
how it was like coming over the people
in the
and
same
stuff.
seat opposite you.
Yeah. There was parts where it was like a blue light and it looked like there was like a wave going through like the crowd and stuff. It was like looked super cool. It was awesome. I liked it. Like, his fucking stage setup looks like a Genius bar at like an Apple store. It's ridiculous. I don't know. Very awesome. Like, I've listened to his stuff before, but haven't like connected to it at all. But like in that setting, I actually really liked it.
Yeah. It was weird how he wasn't like demanding with his performance.
Yeah.
Some places are like, oh, I need to see you go fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Whereas he just came, did his thing. Sometimes it looked like it was more for him.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, whoa, he's just honestly like going through some shit right now, like with his just like vocal improvisations or his dancing. And then
He could sing like a motherfucker though.
because then
It's crazy, dude.
it launches into a song and then he like breaks your heart for a minute.
Yeah.
And then at other times it's like he's like holding space for like daydreaming. I like found myself zoning out, but like it was okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's like he wants us to do that together.
Right. Yeah, no, I know. Yeah. It was very like it was very relaxing was definitely the vibe, and also but like it
was high energy.
It was high energy, so in that way, in a relaxing state, it makes you feel kind of like cathartic, or like you're just like reflecting on shit, but you're like watching it happen. And I was even like watching the concert, but like also thinking of just other stuff. Like I was just like relaxing and like fucking kind of decompressing a bit, I guess I would call it.
I really felt like I was at like a cafe show in a stadium.
Yeah.
It was like if you went into like a really hip like cafe or something.
Yeah, or an Apple store.
Or an Apple like a combo Genius Bar cafe.
Yeah.
And you just say, "Oh, live music tonight. What's going on?" And you stumbled upon that, you'd be thinking this is the greatest thing.
Why don't they have that? Why don't they just have like bands play in stores? That would be cool. So yeah. Yeah, that would be cool. Just having like a band play in like an Apple store. Like you get like a set booked. You get paid like a decent amount.
The Denny's metal band.
Dude,
What's up? What the fuck is up, Denny's? It's sick. Have you watched? I've watched the whole performance. It's like they did like a 20-minute set at Denny's.
Really?
And they just fucked this place up.
I haven't
with
seen
riffs.
I haven't seen the full thing, but like that honestly made me want to go to a concert at Denny's though, for sure. Like I just I was like I miss those fucking kind of hardcore shows too, because I remember.
Can Zero Fire book a restaurant tour?
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah.
We could get What's some place that has locations all across Canada and the United States, and we say sponsor us? We're gonna play
A&W.
riffs.
A&W. No.
A&W, is that the place with the roast beef?
No, that's Arby's. We could play. No, we'll play Arby's locations. They're like,
Arby's.
They're like,
it's got to be greasy.
Dude,
I
Arby's
wouldn't.
isn't even good either. Arby's isn't a good company. They're not even that big. But like, who the fuck are we? We think we're gonna get a big company? Like, the best we could do is Arby's.
Okay, so we're reaching out to Denny's, Arby's, Five Guys Burgers and Fries. We want you to take Zero Fire on tour. We will play late afternoon heavy metal shows.
Just for people,
inappropriate volumes.
Just for people who are coming in the restaurant for 5 minutes. So like people come into an Arby's, get their food, and leave. Who eats at the dining room at an Arby's? What the fuck? Like, I mean, I will every once in a while because my life is falling apart. But
Denny's, Arby's, Five Guys Burgers and Fries. What's the worst pizza joint?
The worst?
Yeah.
Well, eliminate, like, okay, I'm talking chains. Worst pizza chain is Pizza by far. I fucking hate Pizza. And I'm quoted as saying that. Like, I've probably said that
in every
interview that
every time you've been given the mic,
yeah. Like, but this is brought
throw
to you,
that in there.
This is brought to you by Toe Beans.
The last time I had it was
it's Toe Beans launching a hate campaign against Pizza.
The shoe company trying to take down the pizza conglomerate.
Dude, our band is sponsored by Arby's. We have invented Toe Beans, so we're making money off that as well. And then Toe Beans is battling Pizza for the non-connected businesses, like pizza and shoes. Like, what the fuck?
They just found out that people are most in need of shoes in the vicinity of this pizza location. It's like, we're coming after you. This attack ad sponsored by Toe Beans. Fuck Pizza. The worst pizza joint.
Brought to you by Toe Beans. The next 5 minutes will be a hate campaign against Pizza. Fuck you, Pizza.
It's Inktober.
Inktober? Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of artists in the month of October.
Oh, you've been doing that. Dude, I like your drawings. I think that you're really good at that.
Thank you.
Like, even just random shit, you're good at, like, improvising a drawing.
I keep trying to stay in the habit of that because I find that if I'm in the zone practicing it, I come up with something respectable every once in a while, and then I'm like, oh, this is actually decent, and then sometimes, I don't know, shit gets busy and I forget to do it, and then I feel like, oh, I'm rusty now.
Yeah.
So stupid. Just always be doing stuff. Unless you don't want to. Then think about it. I don't know. Toe Beans.
Brought to you by Toe Beans.
Inktober.
Yes.
So artists around the world, maybe.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's a thing.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you look up the hashtag Inktober, I went to a local exhibit where all the Hamilton artists, not all the Hamilton artists, but a bunch of them that were taking part in that all displayed their work at a tattoo shop from the month. So it's like the idea is you do one ink drawing.
13.9 million posts under that hashtag on Instagram. So that's definitely a thing. Yeah.
There you go. So I've been aware of it for a few years and I've enjoyed it. And I'm like, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to try to do one. I haven't done one today. But there's prompts.
Yeah.
And so, but people make like different lists, and I saw one that said Inktober official prompts list, and can you decide that? Who owns a hashtag? You think people are going to start owning hashtags?
Well, that's probably smart if you're allowed to do that, right?
Yeah.
From
Is that
like a marketing perspective?
Yeah. Only we can market this hashtag?
Well, and brands do like make up hashtags for their stupid businesses. Like some like I think that they don't do that like popularly anymore because like it's kind of like QR codes. Like QR codes are kind of shitty, so like people stopped using them. Like even though they're a functional thing and they still work on like tickets and stuff. It's like I use a QR code on my train ticket all the time, right? But like I was just going off on a rant. I don't know what the fuck I was gonna say. Son of a bitch. Sorry, man.
Hashtags.
Yeah, so brands own hashtags is what I was saying. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
they make up hashtags, but once you put it out on the internet, that's kind of beautiful.
Right.
That once you put it there, it's like anyone else's. So if you make some sort of slogan, and then it becomes some weird trend, some viral trend that you have to get your friends to also do.
Yeah. True. Yeah, that would be smart to own a hashtag. I wonder if that's a smart thing to do as a... No, it's not. As a band. It's like, if you got big, maybe. If you could own your band name hashtag, that would be smart. Because it's almost like, at that point, that almost acts as like a review piece for like your art or or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, if it's got a lot of posts, it kind of like shows that people are engaged with whatever the fuck your thing is, right?
Yeah. I've got a bunch of my loops under hashtags loops for days, FER.
Yeah.
And there's one person who tagged it before me. I'm always like, damn. I don't care that much because it's still pretty convenient because you can click on the thing and look through all of it. But why am I talking about that?
It's all good, man. I'm enjoying listening to it, even if I don't really know what's happening.
Yo, what
I'm
was
saying shit and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I just said.
Same.
But that's okay. Brought to you by Toe Beans. I'm going to Japan in February. I can't wait.
Oh yeah,
It'll be dope.
You're gonna get you one of the mech suits?
Dude, they already have it there. Like, we're just like so ignorant that we don't know.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure. They invented that shit in the 70s, man.
Hell yeah, they've been perfecting it ever since.
Yeah.
Like North Americans are like, what's at Area 51? And like Japan has all this, like, obviously this is the shit they've been developing, you idiot. Like, fucking read a book or something. It's like, why don't you know that?
What's your list?
I don't know. I'm just gonna kind of, what I've been doing is I've been like marking a bunch of shit on Google Maps and like putting it onto a list. And like if I'm gonna do a fair amount of just kind of like exploring.
Yeah.
And if I get to one of those things, I'll just go there, kind of thing. I'm still gonna plan, but I'm kind of like loosely planning right now, and I'll kind of like I'll gather like a big amount of shit that I want to do, and then cut it down to like what would be a good trip.
Mm-hmm. And you can make, little outings, like a little tentacle that goes from your home base out on like an excursion. So you mark off 3 things, and then you go back.
Yeah,
it's helpful to download your maps as well,
right?
So that you don't have to use your Wi-Fi. Getting some international Wi-Fi is. I know that they can do that better, and they just don't, and it pisses me off.
International Wi-Fi.
Yeah, like when you're out of the country, and then your provider is like, "We're gonna own your life if you do some internet." Out here.
Yeah. Well, like you can do like what is it?
It's $1,000 per
Like Rogers kind of
megabyte.
like Rogers like lets you pay like $10 a month or something, or $10 a day, maybe to like what are they
extend their service or whatever.
To like when you're international, like
but that's for like calling.
No, like you can use your data and stuff.
Oh yeah,
for like $10 a day, up to like if you're gone longer. I think that it's like you pay like a maximum of this amount, and then you don't pay like anymore. Like you paid that amount already, so for basically as long as like you're out, like if you're more than a week or something like that, like 2 weeks or something, you would just pay to that amount, and then you would have the service. Like wouldn't be paying anymore. I think. Fuck, man.
You gonna pay the extra to stay connected, or are you gonna take advantage of?
No, Japan has like Wi-Fi that basically covers like 90% of the country or something like that, or the main island. So like, I don't quote me as saying that because I might be entirely wrong about that. But like, you can pick up like personal Wi-Fi's at like the airports and stuff, and just like their. I guess maybe it's because of the density of the population there. They can do shit like that, and also it's like if you think of Canada is such a fucking huge landmass. Like Japan, that main island, like yes, it's big, but it's like it's pretty like for the amount of people that are on it, it's like pretty compact.
Yeah,
dense population dense. What?
Oh, I'm just looking at the map behind you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, true.
Islands are interesting.
Yeah, because see, that's Japan right there. It's not
so Japan is like kind of a bunch of islands.
Yeah.
Like it is, like there's like a mainland, but there looks like there's a second thing. Is that connected? Is there a teensy land bridge there?
Up top.
Yeah. Or is that like a separate but also quite big island of Japan?
Yeah, I think they're kind of separated. Maybe.
Cool.
I also think there's a small chunk down here that's like that isn't connected, maybe, or very small amount.
What if when you get there, you accidentally live there for 15 years, like every single person I know who has been there?
What do you mean?
Everyone I know just who goes to Japan are like, this is fucking sweet, okay, and they just like call and be like, I'm not coming back.
I doubt that'll happen.
They come back.
I doubt that'll happen for me, but I don't know. Maybe I'll love it. Like I've heard nothing but good things. I can't fucking wait. I'm psyched. It's gonna be good. I know a lot. Like all these bands online are currently there right now because like Counterparts just played there. Because I just follow them on like Instagram and stuff. Like Counterparts played there, and then there was like a bunch of metal bands there for like Blood Axe Festival or something like that.
I always remembered that Death from Above 1979 was huge there, allegedly.
I could see that.
Dude,
they love music there. It's fucking crazy. Like I wish people are like, again, it's like the population density thing. You know, it just works there. Like you can spread music faster because like more people live more densely and shit.
New York is like that.
Yeah, exactly. But like the States is pretty good. Like States is a pretty good network of like Canada
micro
again.
scenes.
Like it's smarter to fucking even as a Canadian band, it's smarter to like try and push into the US. Like it's expensive, but you'll probably, if you're really attacking it like as like a band and you want to like actually do shit,
you
like,
stand more to gain.
Yeah, exactly. Because like when you get up above like you get up above Sudbury, like shit starts getting really like
sparse.
Yeah, really sparse. And like North Bay too, like going up, that's probably like, because then you go a while and then you can get to Timmins, but Timmins is pretty fucking far. Like all things considered, for a band, like if you're talking about like you're not going on vacation, like this is what you're doing for a job, it's a lot of gas. Right?
Yeah.
So. But I know like some bands that play. But if you go to Timmins, the next thing you're gonna want to go to if you keep going is probably realistically, like Thunder Bay is like another major city up there. That's a fucking long drive, you know. Like you can go to like you got like Kapuskasing and stuff up there, like what's it? Hearst is up there. But like these aren't big cities. But like maybe
places big enough to have a bar where everyone shows up because it's Friday night and there's 2 places to go.
Yeah, but like if a city has like a music scene, it's not a bad thing, right? Like even if like Kapuskasing or something, like there's a bar that does book in live music. Like some people like don't have shit to do up there, you know, like not a lot of stuff or whatever. So it's like,
man, I've played in Kapuskasing so many times, and every time you said that word, I didn't even remember it.
Wait, what?
You'd say Kapuskasing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I thought to myself, why does that ring a bell? And then, what was that club that was there? It was the Empire Tavern, wasn't it? I think that was its name. Atlas Empire are traveling a long way to be here, though.
Yes.
Empire reminds me of that.
They are from Scotland. They are a band from
We're playing
Scotland.
a show with them on
October-
Wednesday.
October 16th.
Is it a Wednesday?
Yes. At the Doors Pub. And it's always a fucking Wednesday.
Yeah.
Why do we always play on Wednesdays at Doors?
It's because Atlas Empire are here from Scotland.
Yeah.
And they're playing Toronto on the weekend.
Yeah. That's true. That's why.
Guys, do Hamilton big.
Yeah,
Let's tell them next time you do Hamilton big.
Hey. You've been doing Hamilton not big. So do Hamilton big. You know?
It's time.
Do it big this time, guys. Cancel the show. Move it, please. This is a plea.
How long are they here for? Are they
2
actually
weeks,
doing
I think
this?
it's 2 weeks.
Does it sound?
What?
You were talking to them about coming in here, weren't you?
Yeah, I think that they're going to, yeah.
Yeah? When do they get here?
I have to talk to them more about the specifics of it. But I think that they probably will. I don't know. I talked to them and they said that they're interested. So as long as we can like make the timings line up, it will be good. Hey,
Nice.
But yeah, brought to you by Toe Beans. That concert is.
I'm just interested. How many of them are gonna want? Like, I'll mic up as many of them as show up.
Yeah,
in here.
I can bring mics too.
I don't give a toot. But maybe like the 2 singers will come and do like guitar renditions of a couple. I don't know. I can't imagine what they'll bring here.
Dude, what if do you have a front deck out there?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be funny?
Oh,
Wouldn't it be funny?
Blast it into the neighborhood.
No, but even just like, or make them sit out there, and we video it, and it's just us. Like we didn't even let them in the house. So, like they fucking have to stay out there and like do an interview through the glass. But we're all like have the headphones and shit.
No, this is the control room. We need to isolate the sounds.
Yeah, true. But yeah, we could just open.
Did
the
we
windows
say
and
the date of that show, or did we just say it's a Wednesday?
Wednesday, October 16th.
Boom, Wednesday, October 16th.
At the Doors Taco Bar and also regular bar and
Metal Taco Bar. No, Metal Bar and Taco Joint.
Yes.
Taco Joint and Metal Bar. The Doors. Yeah.
It's Taco Joint and Metal Bar, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Taco Joint and Metal Bar.
The Doors, Taco Joint, and Metal Bar. What a cool place, man.
Yes. I like it. I like that room because it literally feels like you like rented out like a Lou's Music more in the center of the city, and you're just like practicing and people are watching you.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like
and then every once in a while some really lit show comes on that people put a lot of work to, but other times
it's definitely good for like it's definitely a good venue for like smaller metal bands that do have a bit of a following. Like
yeah,
it's good for that because like the room packs up really well. It's like a really good. It feels like a house show, or like it's in like a fucking
but
room
bigger.
at a museum
There are
or
bigger
something.
bands that just love it. So you can catch,
Yeah.
like Voltang working some shit out.
Yeah, exactly. It's
On and off
It's
night.
almost like it. Yeah, it in Hamilton. It almost works like an open mic for bigger bands. Like you know, like where you go in and you're like, yeah, this probably maybe wouldn't even be their best show or whatever, but like they're working some shit out. Like,
But as a result, magic happens.
yeah,
And it's the best times to see a band.
yeah. Well, the thing about like getting. If you get a decent amount of people in there, like they're all packed in, so like everybody gets really fucking rowdy and shit. Like especially because it's hot in there, like in the summer, there's like no ventilation in there.
Yeah.
So if you have a bunch of people in there, fucking everybody just starts going all delirious from the heat and fucking bumping into each other. Especially like you start tossing like drinks down them.
Were you at that Mammoth Seed show? Did we play that, or were we just there for that? I know Graham was there.
I feel like we played that.
I guess that makes sense.
Feels familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, but I remember that being nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Is that band still doing things?
Mammoth Seed.
Is that the one I'm thinking about?
What? What?
I don't know. Yeah, I think that's the band I'm thinking of.
I think so. Mammoth Seed. What are we at for time?
45 minutes.
Nice. Yeah. We played with Mammoth Seed.
Oh, cool.
Oh, without too.
Yeah. Yeah, that show was so sweet.
No.
No?
Mammoth Seed was one night, and then fucking we played.
Oh, was that the time we played Doors 2 nights in a row?
Yeah, that's right. And then
we were like, we're never doing this again.
The second show was with Without. That's Davis's band. Do you remember that?
That's the band.
Dude,
they were so good.
They were so fucking good. They like dude. Davis fucking shreds. Like he just fucking beats the fuck out of the drums, and he was doing like blast beats, but it was like really sludgy, kind of like techie metal.
Yeah.
Or hardcore with like fucking fast blast beats, like it's almost a little bit like black metal or something like that. Like it's just like really fucking grimy, or like death metal, I guess.
He just takes his shoes off and goes bonkers.
Yeah, dude. Oh fuck.
And he had those giant
the big
shells
red, the big
too.
Red drums. Oh yeah, and I played that kit. I fucking love that kit, man.
Yes.
I love that.
Was
kit.
that the time we had that stupidly big bass amp behind you?
Yeah, probably.
They brought two
Casey's
fridges, or it was like, I think one of the speakers was like a 215, like 215-inch speakers.
Yeah.
Like there was one of those and an 810 on top of it. Like these guys just came and I was like, I plug into this? And they're like, yeah. And it was so weird because it was just right behind you.
Yeah.
You're on the drums.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then
I remember that. Yeah. Yeah.
that was a killer show.
That was
just
good.
Yeah.
That was good. See, we weren't just saying that we like the Doors. We actually really do like it. So come on out to the October 16th, 2019 show.
Zero Fire and Atlas Empire at the Doors Pub.
And they might be on this podcast, but who knows really?
Yeah.
Brought to you by Toe Beans.
Toe Beans. The shoe with the toe beans. Fuck pizza.
That's our tagline. Brought to you by Toe Beans. The shoe with the toe beans. Fuck pizza.
Dude, that street fight video?
That's insane, man. Oh, God.
How many times did you watch that? It just like looped and I was like, what the fuck? I was caught in it.
I found it hard to figure out. When it looped, actually. Like, it kind of like looked like it all wwent together weirdly. Like, the whole thing was so fucking, like, janky and back and forth. Like, it moved in, moved out, moved in. Like, people were rushing in, fucking... Somebody actually got hit with a bat. I'm like...
That's the least interesting thing about it.
Yeah. Like, oh my God.
I was like... so colorful and interesting. It feels like fine art, this cell phone shot street fight video.
It literally looked like it was acted out, and like like even though people were getting fucked up, it didn't look like they were getting hurt. So maybe they weren't. Like I wonder if it was staged because it looked really fucking like really good. Like it was like it was like actually well filmed, and maybe that's just happenstance from the person. But like it was a well.
It looks too crazy to fake,
fight.
but too good to be real.
Yeah,
it's this weird uncanny valley of you're like, what am I watching right now?
Yeah. Fuck, man.
And the guy's just standing there with a machete.
Yeah.
And you don't know which side he's on. He's just like, hey, none of you come around me. I got a machete. And it starts with this guy, bigger dude, who power bombs a guy.
Yeah.
Literally in a fight. But you can't fake the way he did that.
No.
He just folded him up.
Yeah.
And then just starts clubbing people, and then this one guy starts attacking him, and then someone attacks the guy attacking him, and then they get into a fight.
Right.
But it seems like people switch sides, or there aren't even sides.
Right.
People run off in from different directions, and the whole time there's this ice cream truck doing its song. And at first you think the music is overdubbed. Can you just play the audio from this fight?
Yeah. This video is brought to you by Toe Beans.
I'm not watching it, but I can see it all in my head.
Yeah.
All right, play it again, and I'm going to narrate it without even looking at it, and then you score my accuracy.
Okay.
All right, so a dude looks like he's going to fight. He power bombs the dude instead. The guy with a machete sits back and watches this all go down as the big guy fights a bunch of people. Someone tries to help him. Are they running off now? Yeah. Not yet? Oh, this is when the guy with the bat comes.
He does have the bat, yeah. Yeah, you hit the bat part a little after he had already done it, but he did have the bat on him. And like
he loses focus, and I don't know who got hit with the bat, but the big guy ends up with the bat because this one guy comes in like a hero. He hits one of the littler guys.
Yeah.
And then goes after, and then the camera shakes for a second, and then all of a sudden the big guy has the bat.
Yeah. It's so intense. Like it's like an intense. It's not even a full minute, I don't think. Like it's like
38 seconds or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And the ice cream truck is just
it's like so
the cherry on the cake.
It's like it's so fucking like pleasant sounding because it's like, hey kids, come get your ice cream, and there's like people just beating the fuck out of each other. Like maybe it is fine art. Like that's what a juxtaposition, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck, man. That's our review of that video.
So like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. We'll post the. Should we post the link to our Facebook to that or no? Or
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do it.
Okay. Yeah, we'll post it on our Facebook page. So go like our Facebook page, which is the Michael AM Radio Show on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I think that we also have Instagram, which is at the Michael AM Radio Show.
Yeah, I guess we could like regram it. One day I'll learn what my password is for Instagram, and then you can post shit from there as well. How do I get into another one? You're going to listen to us post you this video. That'd be sweet if this was live, because then people could watch along.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do this live.
No. Yeah, so, yeah, follow us on Facebook and stuff. We're gonna be posting more now. I think we took a couple of weeks off, but we're gonna try and keep shit rolling.
Yeah.
We
The
got
summer was a glorious time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do a little retrospective on the summer of posting a video every week.
Yeah.
That was better received than I could have hoped, I think.
What, the Libsyn?
No,
Like,
just like everything I'm hearing back
That's good.
about it. Has anyone brought it up with you?
I can't remember.
Huh?
I'm not sure. I know that Dano guy, he knew that we did it. But I don't know if he
hadn't listened to it yet?
I don't know.
Oh,
He might
okay.
have. But that was that's the only time I've met him.
A lot of people bring it up with me, and
That's good.
yeah.
I think it's interesting. Like, I've listened to it back at work, and it's like, well, this is pretty good.
Yeah, right?
It's good. It's if you're just doing something like a task or something like that. Like, that's what podcasts are good for, anyways. It's good for like fucking
It's talk radio. AM radio.
pretty much, yeah. And I love fucking talk radio. Like, I always used to love fucking like.
I liked it back when it was about anything.
Yeah.
And you just tune in, and you're just like, something other than the cavern of my own thoughts.
Yeah.
And now you get to choose anything you might be interested in, and listen to people talk about it. I've been watching so much Fantano lately. Not watching, but having it on while doing shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny. I'm literally
so
listening
fun.
to someone talk about music instead of listening to music.
Yeah.
But
I like.
I love it.
I have followed like the Needle Drop for a while. I like his reviews. I think I find him to be pretty fair. Like, he's a dick about some stuff. But
It's funny though, even when he is.
Yeah. He gives compelling reasons why something would kind of suck or whatever. Like, he kind of backs it up. Because he's reviewing like an art piece. That's what he's doing it like. He's reviewing it like it's a piece of art. And some of it's like pop music, but even then, like, pop music is art related. Like, the time that it comes out is important, all that kind of shit, right? Like music is culturally impactful no matter whether you like pop music or fucking whatever, you know what I mean?
It's weird how much of that is framing though.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So and he acknowledges that. Like, he gave an album that I thought was pretty good. My friend, I was like, well, what have you been listening to a friend I hadn't seen in a while? Mm-hmm. And he said the new Chance the Rapper album's pretty good. So I went home that day and later put it on, and he was really excited about it. And it's all just like happy grooves, a little bit like cheesy and shit, but he was always kind of on the lighter side.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is fucking cool. I get why he's digging this. Mm-hmm. Fantano gave it a 0.
Yeah, he hated it. Right?
And Graham was talking about that. He said, I don't get him because he gives things a 0. And how can something be a 0 in good? Because even the act of making art so bad that there's nothing good about it.
Well, that way, isn't 0 almost in some way
it's impressive?
A good thing?
Yeah, that's what Graham was saying.
Because fucking Bobby Lee says this all the time, but like, he says that Mitzi Shore or whatever used to say, like, fucking, if half the room likes you, half the room hates you, that's when you're a star, because like, you're making them feel. So it's the same thing, right? It's like if you give something a 0, it's almost like it did its job, but like in the opposite way. But it's still a thing. Like, if something's a 5, that's
still noteworthy.
Like, it's almost like a bell curve. Like, with 5 being the top of it, and almost like not really interesting either way. Like, it's kind of more mid, and then so like 10's over here, 0 is here, and like 5 is in the middle, right? It's kind of like a dial, almost. And if something's like really that shitty, it's almost like like important in its own way. It's like, this is the worst of art. This is the best of art. The worst and best of art must go together at some point.
Yeah, because if you intentionally make the worst art, then you succeeded at failing,
Yeah.
and then you succeeded. And there's two ways of being. Oh, there's probably many ways of being bad, but I guess there's. You can make something so bland and unoriginal and shamelessly unoriginal, formulaic, and kind of rip shit off and just conform entirely to a cookie cutter framework. Just modern mixing and stuff. And I'm rambling.
That's okay.
Zeros. Yeah, that's what we were saying. Yeah, something can just be bland and conformist. But how do you know? How do you really know where it's coming from? So many things have been considered so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about the. It's good clickbait though.
What?
The numbers, because then people go.
Smart.
He hosts a segment called "Let's Argue."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I love that. I like "Let's Agree." That one's good too.
Yeah.
I like when he made that. I've been playing bass. For two former guests of the podcast on, I guess, some freelance work. I mean, I haven't
Leo, right?
been. Yeah, I've got a thing coming up with Leo. I had 2 shows with Yana Teovano, and on the 19th, I'm at the Pearl Company backing up Leo. I'm like playing bass for the 2 artists that night.
Mm-hmm.
So the other is he's hosting the event at the Pearl Company. He goes by Riot Nerd. I've been checking out his material, getting it ready for this gig, and he's got some really interesting songs.
Is Dragtoe actually Leo's last name?
It is.
That's like an interesting last name.
It is really.
I've never heard that before. That name before.
I gotta finish my coffee. That's gotta. Yeah, we just got to an hour.
Let's do a little bit over because you'll probably have to cut out some spaces and stuff. Just like any
the full minute.
What?
Up to saying that.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I'm dumb. It's at an hour 3. It just switched. Oh, I saw the hour and
You're not dumb, man. Don't say that. Brought to you by Toe Beans.
The shoe with the toe beans. Fuck pizza. Actually, my dad delivered pizzas for Pizza when he first got to Canada.
Oh, really?
And he found the job very enjoyable. And I loved it when he brought home, pizzas that didn't get delivered. Sometimes he'd get a free pizza or there'd be something.
Nice.
Yeah, because there's always like someone who like stiffs them on an order.
Mm-hmm.
At least back in the day, right? Someone would call and then never pick up, or whatever it is. They just stopped trying, or yeah.
I think it's that the production scaled up too much, and like,
I'm sure it's different owners too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so weird that it's easier to like. I mean, I guess they just have one big factory that makes all the shit that the entire chain uses, and then they just microwave it there. And they're like, this is the same thing. It's the same thing. Good. You love it. Brand loyalty. Think of the colors. Reminds you of the good times you had 10 years ago when this place was actually still sort of good.
Remember when you went to a Bulldogs game and had a slice of pizza? It's not that, but it is kind of. It has the same picture on it. The fucking pizza at the Bulldogs games used to rip. That shit was dope. Good all slices. And it always felt like it was kind of different than pizza. It's like, this is the arena pizza, but for some reason it's actually better. Yeah, I don't know. I love pizza's dips, that's for sure.
Zero Fire.
I love the cheddar jalapeno dip.
Doors Pub.
Cheddar jalapeno dip's a favorite.
September 16th. Catch me playing bass for Leo Dragtoe and Riot Nerd on the 19th.
I don't really like their garlic
of
dip,
October.
But I like the cheddar jalapeno one though.
Hotfix also has gigs. Here, I'll take over while you plug Hotfix gigs. The garlic dipping sauce is admittedly really good. It's really
so
good.
Hotfix is playing,
and
October.
They have
26th.
the fresco pizzas, which are all right, but
in Aurora,
the slices are just like
spot.
pre-made, are just so trash. And even when they
Brought to
make
you
a
by
whole
Toby.
pizza,
then the next week, Hotfix
still
has
not
a
that
gig
good. Like you get the
at club.
whole
No.
wheat crust. You can do whole wheat good, but it just tastes like
$2
cardboard.
On November 2nd, a couple of days after Halloween. Brought to you by Toby's.
Toby's.
Halloween is brought to you by Halloween.